Classic blues bass lines you need to know to get that gig. Hello, I'm Donald with the bass instructor of the How to Play Bass online course at iwannnaPlayBass.com. Jump over there, subscribe, get your free ebook on setting up your bass, and when you're serious about your bass playing, sign up and get well on your way. And this is I Want to Play Bass, your YouTube channel for everything bass, bass guitar tips, lessons, gear reviews, and everything like that. So subscribe, hit that bell notification, get in the loop, and don't miss a beat. So let's start with some classic blues bassists first, and then go and emulate those guys and listen to all the stuff they produced and develop your style from learning their stuff as well. Alright, so number one is Charles Calamusi. Hopefully I'm saying that right. If not, leave me a comment down below. Let me know how to pronounce it, if I'm right or wrong. But he's played with a lot of people from Muddy Waters to Steve Miller. Even Steve Miller on the pop side, he recorded the Fly Like an Eagle album he recorded on, and several other Steve Miller albums as well, but that's the most popular one of Steve Miller's. But Steve Miller was a blues man as well, so that's how he got to know Charles Calamusi back in the day, and that's how they started working together. But he's recorded with Tina Turner, some big names like that, Otis Redding. Just he's been around for a while and is responsible for a lot of those classic blues bass lines. So number two is Jack Bruce. Jack Bruce, now you think of him and you don't really think, definitely a blues player. You should think of him as a blues player or the singer of Cream back in the day. Kind of a rock style, but definitely solid blues bassist. He influenced Jocko, he influenced Sting. That's just to name a couple of people that he influenced, and many others in between. So he's definitely somebody to follow, learn his style, and really help develop yourself. Broaden your horizons. The more you know, the better off it's going to come into there and produce what you are, unique about. Okay. So number three is Willie Dixon. Now, if you've heard of the Chicago blues, he had a big hand into developing that sound back in the day, the Chicago blues. Him and many others, but he was definitely had a stronghold on that, helping develop that style, that genre, that Chicago blues. All right, number four is Donald Dunn. Now, talk about an extensive resume. This guy has a resume from Duane Allman to Elvis Presley and hundreds in between. He's played with the best of the best, and he's just phenomenal player. So definitely give him a good listen to some of his stuff, and even the ability to lay back. You think all these great blues bass lines and they're moving a lot all over the place, but he was able to pull it back and just lay it down and own the bass line, as should be by bassists. It's not just about playing a lot of notes, difficult lines. It's about owning that bass line and doing what is needed to support that song. Alright, so that's Donald Dunn. Number five, this guy's an upright bassist. He's not your electric bassist. Everything he's done with the upright bass, and I'm not familiar with anything that he's done on the electric bass, but I know most of the stuff is, you can listen to it and tell it's on an upright bass, and it's fun to learn those lines on electric bass, because they're kind of cool. They're kind of, an upright bass line is a little different than what they just lay down on electric bass line. So you learn those lines, and that'll definitely help you as an electric bassist. But it's Michael Ward, so check him out. A lot of good stuff there also. Number six, this guy's more of a, you think of him in this particular band that he was with, and you think of Southern rock, but it's the country blues kind of style, and that's the Swampers. Have you ever heard of the Swampers? Let me know about down below. Hit me, say yes or no. But if you're not familiar with the Swampers, they were of the Sweet Home Alabama, the Leonard Skinner song, and they mentioned the Swampers in there. Not a positive mention, but it's a mention, so that's kind of cool in itself. So that's the Swampers. That's David Hood, and he's a part of that rhythm section for the Swampers. Okay, so that's David Hood. Number seven is Johnny Castle. Check him out. A lot of good stuff there. Just follow some of his stuff he's done, and you can see some of the bass solos he's pulled off, and just emulate it. Number eight is Charlie Wooten, a writer and producer, written a lot of stuff, produced a lot of stuff, and a solid bassist as well, blues bassist. Number nine is Larry Taylor. If you're familiar with Woodstock, which most of us are, then you'll know of Canned Heat. He was the bassist in that band there. and he's done extensive stuff since then. And number 10, it's Brad Halen. Follow some of his stuff. He's done a lot of pretty impressive stuff also. So that's 10 classic blues bassists you want to check out, and definitely, like I said, emulate them, put their styles in a big old pot and eat it up, and then it helps develop you, and that's what makes us all unique. Okay, it's what we've kind of listened to. These aren't the only 10 blues bassists out there, but these are, in my opinion, the top 10, and definitely the more you follow, the more there is. So check them out. Like I said, there's lots of blues bassists out there. I found so many of them, but I just want to put the top 10 there. I'll probably put out another list soon about some more lists. So like I said, subscribe, definitely hit that bell notification, get notified when those come up. And a true classic blues bass line to check out is Muddy Waters' Jealous Hearted Man, and that's with the Charles Kalmacy, as I mentioned in the very beginning, the #1 blues bassist. Check that bass line out. Definitely a classic blues bass line. Learn that, and just a great bass line. I mean, he's working it, and as blues does, it works it sometimes, and he does work it. Just the whole band, the vamps and everything they're working off of are all there, and it's pretty good stuff. So check that out. That's Jealous Hearted Man by Muddy Waters off of his Hard Again album. So make it a little easier for you to find it, and learn that bass line. If you want me to break it down for you, leave me a comment down below. Let me know. I'll be glad to break these any bass lines you want. I'll be glad to put those out there for you. So definitely leave me a comment. Let me know. Glad to help. So hope you got some value out of this. If you did, help me help you. Hit that like button, and I'll catch y'all on the flip-flop in the next video. So bye for now.